Spreading some news across the world. And then we shall begin today with a little bit of a Inquisitor gameplay. I just have it stuck in my quest logs that I have to fill up the goblet with the Inquisitor class. So I made up a little bit of a formation with that. We're at 57%, so there's still a little bit of work to do. And I wanted to explore the Inquisitor class and explain it a little bit. Well, I don't know. If I already have figured it out good enough to call it explanations for real, but I got a pretty nice combo going on, which revolves around one of my units attacking and killing itself in the process, dealing tremendous amounts of damage, resurrecting the guy, dealing more damage due to the resurrection, and repeating that process until nobody is alive anymore. It's a quite simple and effective system, and I really like it so far. So I'm going to take one run and just play it a little bit, and then we're going to go over the theory craft of it a little bit more. I'm going to go over the traits of my critters, and there are lots of things where I feel like I could be still doing better, and yeah. I don't want to go for Reincarnation. Reincarnation is not the spell. Reincarnation kills the unit and resurrects it right after. Oh, hi Russie, welcome. Nice to see you here. So I just figured I wanted to stream an hour or such before I have to leave my workplace, because my little one is going to have some music thing on the internet. Don't know how to call it in English. This feels
choir.
Online choir. Hey Blank, this feels like a speedrun. No, I just casually attack those critters down. It's really just the speed mode which allows me to just hold down E and scroll over Unit X attacks Unit Z, and most of it is not really that exciting. Oh, you just got done with the university, went home, so now the good part of the day can begin. Here we go. So the unicorn attacks and revives one unit, and a trait of the Inquisitor makes it so that you deal damage whenever one of your units gets resurrected. So ideally we are locked into a cycle of rebirth and death with the Inquisitor class. I haven't fully wrapped my head around it yet, because there are so many things we can use and do here, but I really like how it works so far. I also attached my first god relics on my units, but they are really useless at this point. They just attack with my unit and defend my unit when they get attacked, and they don't do anything except for that. So it's a little bit boring, but I still have to grind up so much more piety before we get there, so I figured I'm going to make a little bit of a, well, I plan to do kind of like something of a series where the goblet gives you a random class to play with, and then you'll receive a massive bonus of resources when you finish a lot of realm quests with that. And I figured that is a awesome way to showcase methods of playing character classes and having some fun with it at the same time. Stupid invisibility is taking the fun out of it. The easiest fights are just when I'm able to hold down the E button. So I really could increase a lot in the spellcasting area about this build. So far I only have installed a lot of resurrection spells and nothing else, because I figured that once the unicorn, which can resurrect on auto attacks, is gone, my whole strategy is falling apart. So I really needed a guy. I needed some alternatives for the resurrection. That was really important. But apart from that, I really didn't do too much in this build yet. Oh, Torun. Let's make a donation to Torun. I love this guy. I just love this guy. He has trolls for sale. Lightning strike, punishing for provoking. Okay, strange. Maybe I'll need that one day somewhere else, but for now I don't really know what to do with that. I know, they took down my white. Also, the Inquisitor class features a lot of effects that give you benefits for healing. So I also applied a lot of effects that just trigger healing when we attack. I will of course be streaming later as well. This is just a little bit of an extra thing happening. I got nuked. Okay. That was unexpected. Yeah, well, HP wise this build is not too strong here. Okay, let's go over the perks. It's the first time I got nuked with that thing like this. Does this game have mods? It doesn't need mods, Rossi. It certainly doesn't need mods. It has already so much content, and it's early access too. There's going to be more. So, the Inquisitor has counter skills for almost every element. So sorcery units get silenced at the beginning of a fight, and we seal spell jams after they are cast. So enemies can cast their stuff only one time. And life enemies are blighted at the beginning of the fight. I have not bought all the traits yet, still missing a few perk points. But the real cool stuff is here. We deal additional damage.
You're welcome.
Ooh, hi there. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow, Vector Arrow. Sensor makes your creature's damage increase the more healing they receive during the combat. And that's such a great trait. That was hey Yoga, welcome! So, vulnerability for death creatures, not that interesting. Or here, if an enemy attacks, he has a 50% chance to be scorned, which shuts down auto attacks. And we ignore defenses from the enemy side. Then we get more attack intelligence, the more healing we receive. So the Inquisitor is also powerful on healing his units. And we can even learn to use healing effects to damage the enemies. Hey Pin, welcome! Heresy makes more damage for each debuff and minion on the enemies. Pretty interesting thing there. Judgment is giving the enemies a chance to be silenced after they cast spells. So it's the mirror thing for the contrition. And enemies can only resurrect once per battle. I love that as well. But this is by far my favorite trait. So after your creatures are resurrected, they deal damage equal to their maximum health. And there's also Shining Force, which gives you a rebirth buff whenever you fall below 30%. So what I was building here is working subpar because I didn't utilize the max HP portion good enough, but here goes nothing. So I'm using the Vivifier because I love the attack with a random resurrect. It's just so awesome. I run this guy who gives buffs whenever we get healed, and my creatures always have mending because shots my gods, good time zone. Yeah, well, I'm trying to stream as often as I can during the afternoon hours. It's just not working out every time yet. But, yeah. Benefic. We also get an overheal when we get healed. I don't think that's triggering that stuff for real, but we also heal allies whenever the white spirit is attacking, and we recover more health from healing effects. We also gain defense when we get healed. So here goes this guy. After he dies, enemies take damage equal to his max health, and I also used the final sting to increase the damage by 300%, and after he attacks, he's killed. Ah, early morning for you. Nice. So, and last but not least, I also made it so that random enemies get damaged when we heal, and also when we have a resurrection happening, we are resurrected with additional health, and if that is happening to overcap stuff, we get this on the top. It doesn't work as good as I wanted it to. Especially the health regeneration effects are just a little bit, well, I would leave out a few of those, but overall it works out quite decently. It worked out quite decently. I even cleared out a nether boss at 85 with that, so I wasn't really suffering any problems so far. So let's go for the deepest and have some fun with it. So the real cool stuff about this build is that I'm running that many resurrection effects that it's actually really hard to kill that build, except for stuff like that. It just happened when we get nuked during the enemy turn completely, then boom. I think that was so far the only defeat I have suffered from this with this build, since I have polished it like that. It's working out really decently, especially because healing done is buffing my units up like crazy. And we also have those instant resurrects on the auto attacks. I really like that. Unicorns really fit well into this build. But overall, I feel like the Inquisitor is a very, very versatile and fun class, where you can do a lot of shenanigans. Especially utilizing healing as an offensive measure is really cool. I really found it quite boring to damage my enemies with my healing spells, but dealing damage and increasing my damage by healing and resurrecting my units is really fun. More fun than I thought it would be. Like, there are so crazy things happening whenever my creatures get damaged, we even grow stronger. I think in the long run, when I want to polish the Inquisitor more, I will go for a build that utilizes giants as well, because giants are extremely good at stacking up max HP and receiving more and more max HP. And since they're, for example, the... let's see... no, not this one. Since the damage from the resurrections is scaling off the max HP, it's just awesome. The more max HP the unit has, the more boom it does when it gets resurrected again. And I really love the effect of saying we're damaging the enemies by resurrecting our own units. At the same moment, you're locking down the enemy's resurrection capabilities as well. I really like that. It's pretty cool. It's way cooler than I thought it would be. That's why I really like the Goblet of Trials, or how it's called. It really made me use more things, more different things than I was used to. So we're scorned here. Dang. What a mess. But luckily I got Reincarnation as a spell. Ow! Gosh. Silence. They are shutting me down quite nastily. Okay. So my unicorn attacked one of my own people and resurrected the unit at the same time, so it wasn't really a problem. I love it. Okay, Major Resurrection goes on this buddy here. Boom. And dealing damage with the resurrects. Also 13k health on this buddy here. So we can now resurrect our white. Stealing, who's also now at 8k health, so... it's just awesome. I really like how this works. And this is only the prototype, basically. I was just fidgeting around with these mechanics a little bit, and was quite happy with the outcome. I feel like the Inquisitor is a really, really good class to utilize all these on-death effects, because you get so much reward if you resurrect your guys after they died one more time. It's really awesome. It's really, really awesome. So overall, I want to do more and more streams here where I just showcase different classes, because I feel like with this game there's so much going on. I really want to showcase as much as possible and share some ideas. And of course, we will return to some classes again and polish them even more then. So it's basically the format of this stream. Because sadly, Siralim Ultimate doesn't have enough content creators yet, if you ask me. So this works out a lot better than I thought. But still, I'm not quite happy with a few of my units that just happen to attack with almost no damage. I don't know what kinds of spells I should just plug to them. Maybe I should do buffing magic. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. I haven't found the time yet to wrap my head around it, but I really, really enjoy what it does for now. I mean, it's basically very, very resilient. But it took me quite a few hours to get it to this point. I'm still absolutely bad at the artifacts. Like, there's just very basic artifacts on all these critters. Nothing specialized yet. There's also lots of options for a third trait on the equipment open everywhere. So there's really a lot of polishing options open. But I really love that white nuking stuff like crazy. Oh yeah, there goes a mimic. Also, it's interesting to see that the white only explodes if you really deals damage. There's nothing done for attacks that don't really do damage to the enemy. So, also the same applies for healing. If you heal and there's just no effect on the unit because it has full HP, the healing doesn't really do anything, so I just triggered the Resurrect, which kills the white and instantly brings him back to life. Just such a fun combo. Take it down and bring it back up again and deal damage with that. In the background, there's some children's fun going on. So, what do I need to do? Coins. Alright. Let's focus the gameplay a little bit. There's also ought to be a master of some species down here. So, can't wait to meet that guy. So, I hope you guys are having a nice day so far. I really had a good day, but the only thing is I'm slowly noticing that the cold I was catching from the kindergarten is now really there. A little bit of a scratch, or I don't know. My throat hurts a little bit, my nose is runny, and we're fighting against Ifrit. But I'm already feeling a lot better than I was feeling in the morning hours, so it's quite good. Ifrit are really good at shutting down resurrections, so I really gotta be careful with that. Or I don't know if they got this, but there is a trait on Ifrit that makes it so that you can't resurrect if you were dying with a burning trait debuff. Okay, that worked out. We got the Sigil of the Ifrit. So we still have a Pyromancer date. So when your creatures afflict enemies with burning, the potency of this debuff is increased for each Ifrit fighting on your side. Oh my god, that's going to be so good. Can't wait for that. I'm so happy that I found this master down here. So we're going to roll up some Pyromancer soon. That will be insanely interesting. I can't wait for that. Because I basically already got all the units and the build. I just haven't taken the time to set it up yet. I mean, it's not that easy to set up a complete build in this game. I mean, let alone the artifacts. You can sink so many resources into a good build. So, what's going on here? I don't like what I'm seeing here. These things are totally overbuffed. So let's resurrect a few of our buddies. Alright, so another dodge happening. I really like that slowly the difficulty level is high enough that I can't just hold down E and win everything anymore. It's a really nice experience. So resurrection. Procced quite good. What's wrong with my white? Do they have a elusive trait or something like that? There's a trait which makes the enemies dodge more often. Agile, that is. So, well, we should be fine now. It's like, if you look at the base HP of my units at this point, the bonuses from the healing are scaling up like crazy, and even the weakest of my units are now dealing auto-attack damage. So this has even a long-term strategy. I feel like the Inquisitor is only weak in the early phases, like we noticed that one huge nuke taking down the whole squad. I feel like that's exactly the weak spot. You have to kill them all at once, but if you don't manage to do that, it's gonna be tough, because these guys are just growing stronger and stronger with every time they heal and every time they get reborn. It's a real cool concept. Might be even one of my favorite classes so far, which was a surprise, because when I started playing the Inquisitor, it felt like I was like, oh god, now I have to pick up this chore. Let's make it work somehow to clear out the quests real quick. And before I knew what I was doing, I was really hooked up to the idea, and now it's almost one of my favorite classes. So I love this game, gotta say. It's, there's so many options, and I'm pretty sure that if any of you folks out there would be building his own Inquisitor, it would be definitely different from the strategy I would be using. And if we would multiply that by 5 or such, I'm pretty sure we would see a lot of different approaches that are working more or less decently. It's just so many approaches to the same problem. That's what I love about this game. It's the sandboxiest combat, turn-based combat game that I've found so far. There we go. I don't even really notice that we're at the lowest level right now. Let's dig out the treasure. And junk. Dang. You never know, though, until you know. So where's the coins, man? Where's the coins? Maybe here? Ah, this is looking good. These looking good. Really looking forward to tonight's RimWorld stream as well. Can't wait, guys. Can't wait. But I was also really much looking forward to another Siralim stream, so everything works out as intended today, and I'm happy. So I don't know. I feel like this guy. There are a few guys which I could remove. Like the mending guy is not really important for the strategy. The mending and the buff on heal is, well, buff on heal is actually quite mighty, but I don't know if mending doesn't trigger correctly, or if I just I'm not noticing it well enough. Either way, I feel like mending is too weak for our demands. Like, right now I really need something that packs more of a punch in terms of healing, and mending does too much of a soft bonus to that. Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem there. Brutal effects. Enemies deal 100% more damage and always crit. Ow, that's a nasty one. That's a really, really nasty one. Auto crit and 100% more damage is double trouble. But luckily, I feel like the extra resurrects on the team are really powerful. Luckily, we're able to tank that, and a few heals later, we should be having no more trouble. I really want to unlock that relic, which makes your unit stand on top of the timeline always. Ooh, a priest knife. Okay, cool. Always happy to find monster artifacts. These are among the most valuable things I feel like in the game. So in case if you're wondering, the final sting trait from the white comes from the waspits. The waspits have such a suicide trait, but it was exactly what I needed for this strategy. I really want to add in one of those whites that absorbs the stats of dying units. I feel like that could be a really, really powerful thing to take as well for this strat. Like, even add in even more benefit to the cycle of rebirth and death. So there we go. These guys are really annoying. Let's go for a resurrect. And another resurrect. And there we go. Bam. Like I said, pretty hard to kill overall. And activate that thing. Alright. No, I hated when they dodge my white's attack. It's like when you want to pull a bomb. Oh, Joe, hi there. Welcome. Happy to see you. It's like when you want to pull the bomb's trigger and you're fumbling it. So I didn't expect to see so many of you guys. Really happy that you found the time. Thanks so much. Appreciated. Also feel like I really feel happy that you guys are enjoying those streams so much. I hope I'm not wrong about it, because I am for sure enjoying the streaming a ton. Ow, they're beating me up. Scorn. Well, not too much at work. So, oh, you can't even use it on dead units. I see. Well, whatever. Die and get reborn. Bam. There we go. So far, so good. Oh yeah, prophecies. How about that? How likely is it? I mean, gather resources and realms, yes, and defeat life creatures, almost done. Definitely gonna fill up this one. Play scratch cards and win arena battles? No, I'm not gonna do that, so we're going to do these. Bam! Well, splash damage wasn't that horrible this time, but I really feel like in the future versions of this build I want to speed it up a little bit. Get the ball rolling faster. There we go. Oh no, the confusion is upon us. Let's resurrect the unicorn. Well, I should give this guy another form of resurrection as well. I forgot. I didn't assume that reincarnation doesn't work on dead units. That was my mistake. Alright. So things aren't as easy as they were before, but we're good now. Alright, there we go. Bang. Oh yeah, look at this. What's this portal, though? Oh, strange creatures from the future, I see. Okay. No! Not like this. Let's do the major resurrection thing. 14k HP? Wow. Take this. He's exploding right in your face. He deals more damage the more max HP he has, so. And like I mentioned, I'm not really doing it well at this time. I just laid down the foundation for this build. I'm quite happy with how this works out. I really must say that this whole mechanic based around suicide benefits in this game is a ton of fun. I think Hyorin was mentioning it the first time, that his brother had a similar build like that running. So, oh no, a mimic! Ooh, that was a lot of damage for turn 1. Usually we don't burst them down like that. Oh well. But I feel like one of the most important things for this build to work was the automatic resurrection that's not relying on any spellcasts. Unless I could acquire Arcane somehow. I think if I had the Arcane trade always available, This would make also a lot of shenanigans possible. Because this way I would be able to just spellcast a ton instead of resurrecting via trades. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there are tons of approaches for the same strategy. So this looks like our master here. Watchers are intelligent creatures that excel at capitalizing on their opponent's weaknesses. On top of that, they look really cool. Sorry, but I just don't see a world where you can defeat me. They look really cool. Yeah, if you say so, buddy. If you say so. Their nuking is quite hard, though. Go forth, unicorn. We need more resurrects. I don't know. Feels like they sealed spell gems. No, they didn't. So, really don't like what I built there with the reincarnations. No, not that spirit. Oh, God. So relieved there. So, the resurrects are just killing them. I love it. Okay, let's go for unicorn. 7k again. Damn, I love it. Such a weird and nice strategy. Okay, we got them. Your Watcher's traits act as if they have 50% more of their requirement for each Watcher fighting on your side. I don't know how Watchers work, but I'm pretty sure most of these traits are just top-notch for the species they apply on, or race. I should rather call it a race, it's not. It's a game. It's how the game calls these things. So, whoa. What's also really helpful is that perk from the Inquisitor, which gives you this reborn trait buff when you fall below 40%. So basically, if they don't nuke you completely, you automatically get a free resurrect. I feel like the combination of debuffs and easy ways to bring your own guys back up is a really, really strong suite of the Inquisitor. Because there are so many ways for me to not die. It's quite nice. And at the same time, I got lots of perks which hinder the enemy. I mean, if I had all the traits, I would be actually debuffing every enemy unit at the beginning of the fight with a debuff with this, which is most likely effective against the enemy. Because the Inquisitor debuffs the classes of the enemies. So I want to check out what this guy's... So, you creatures cannot gain buffs or stats. That's what Misery does. Okay. That's a quite problematic one, because my strategy relies on stat gains a lot. But we should be fine. As long as I deal enough damage without the stat gains, all's good. Ooh, it's going to be close. But it's only one enemy left, so we should be fine. Okay. I love the Nemesis enemies. They are always really exciting problems to beat. The deeper down you go in the realms, the more beefy and threatening they feel. Really like that. No, we didn't get the resurrect off. Dang. There we go. 10 perk points. So I don't know how many more realms I need to beat before I'm able to perk out my characters. I'm really looking forward to that point. Because this will make creating builds a lot easier when you're not... And you don't need to think about which skills to take or which to leave out. That's something I'm really, really looking forward to. So, right now I'm clearing out this floor a little bit more thoroughly because it's the deepest floor we have found so far. And I don't know, have I already cleared out this? No. Still looking for the prophecy with the resources collected. And slowly starting to find my way into the relics now as well. These god relics are just so cool. Reincarnation, yeah, well, rather reincarnate than do nothing here. Oh boy. Yeah, I really need to strip that spell away, or at least accompany it with some other spell, because we really need other alternatives. Because, I mean, it's awesome to use it here. Like, look at that. We're already killing stuff just with the resurrection spell, but it's not good that it's not working if people are already downed. Here, this is a scenario. Well, that's okay. These guys are packing quite a punch, gotta say. Okay. That's why I'm trying to grind out this level a little bit more as well, because I feel like my creatures should be leveling up a little bit more before we go deeper into the realms. But good progress so far, good progress. When I created this build, I wasn't assuming that I would be creating something which is actually also clearing out nether bosses right now. But, well, it does. Let's just explore a little bit more. I want to level up my critters, and also, like the title says, we're just actually filling up the Goblet of Trials. Oh, emergency. Major resurrection. Boom, 14k HP. I love it. Ah well, whatever. Let's go for another resurrection. Oh my god, it's so powerful. I really feel like the only thing that's really missing at this point is my base HP seem to be too low. Like, there's always a lot of back and forth, or a lot of wild twitches on my health bars before the bonuses kick in and the barriers set in. I feel like that's the weakest point of the build. Like, the first 3 turns are where we're the easiest to take down. Whenever... oh yeah, there. Oh yeah, the soul wasn't able to get back to the phylactery. I totally understand it. It was such a long way. So I notice it whenever I lose too many units at the beginning of a fight. It's very noticeable that we're always taking pretty long to recover from that. I mean, we can shut that down as soon as the white ghost has a better resurrection option. Which is no problem, I just need to build the gem at home. So do we already know the whereabouts of the teleporter? I mean, it was a very quickly finished realm quest here. Ooh, 3 emblems. I really love those demon statues. Sometimes they spawn really dangerous fights as well, but it's also worth it, I'd say. Okay, that's a lot of burst here at the beginning. Let's go for a major resurrection on that buddy here first. There we go. And a major resurrection on that one. And the rest should be quite easy. Don't know if they are now able to take down the unicorn. But even if so, there's going to be a little bit of an explosion here. There we go. Ooh, knowledge rank B. I'm getting there. Say, how much more resources do I need? Dang. Okay, from breakable nodes. Yeah, that's actually what I'm doing. It's just taking that long. Hello, is there a teleporter anywhere? Oh man, I love it when this works out. So I really want to craft the white here, some artifact which is giving him more max HP from the scratch. Ideally, I want to have the stat combination, which gives us attack and HP at the same time. It's crazy seeing you live. Was just watching your YouTube. Hey, Zephinson, Hi there. Happy to see you, mate. Well, I didn't know what to record in the afternoon hours anymore, so I decided to go a little bit on stream. Because I really wanted to do the Inquisitor thing. Please don't die! Okay. So I really noticed that what I said, we're just too squishy. And this guy has a too unreliable resurrection. Because that reincarnate thing is just good on one of my units. And useless on all the other 4. There we go. As soon as I find the teleporter, I will exchange that, of course. So, which game led you to the stream, Zephinson, or what did you watch on my YouTube? What's your poison, friend? Ooh, more monsters. I mean, it's totally okay to farm this area because I want to acquire more HP, more levels for my critters. It's totally helpful. Okay. There we go. See? We just exploded one time at the beginning of the video. Of the stream. Oh, man. Rank 18. How much more? Okay, just one breakable node. Siralim! Oh! Nice! What a coincidence. Yeah, I'm featuring that game a lot because I really feel like it's not receiving the attention it should have. So I'm doing what I can. Hooray! We finished another prophecy line. So let's get back home. Yeah, I'm planning on doing more guide material for the game, so I'm happy to see you guys checking out the beginner guide that much. I hope it's helpful. So, we're just going to use the major resurrection here as well. Yeah. We could just stack up even more resurrections, but wow. Basically, I could slot up this whole squad with resurrections. I'm tempted. I'm very, very tempted. But let's do one thing here. I noticed that the black guy had lots of opportunities. So let's craft a minor resurrection one. And upgrade it a tad bit so it has a property slot. And put a class swap on it. So, if you're still wondering if you should get the game, I don't know if you're into this type of game. The only thing which would be a no, which would be a reason to say no, would be if you don't like games that are grindy to some degree. If you really, really dislike grindy games, you might want to pass on this one, but that's pretty much it. Hey, Cognito, welcome! Didn't expect to see you here as well, man. Whole crowd is hanging around. So like I said before, tonight's stream at 10 PM, or if this is not your time zone, that's going to be 6 hours from here, or a little bit more than that. We're going to have a little bit of a RimWorld of Magic stream tonight, so just push the follow, or just, if you're interested, I'd be happy for about joiners. Okay, now, we got more resurrection power. Let's do this. So. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked, I think. Or should I? Well, I don't know if I really need the resurrections at this point, but I feel more comfortable with it. No, we don't want to give up here. Dang. There we go. Ah, it was a Nemesis pack, so that's why it was that, uncomfortable. Alright. Ow. Ow. Am I allowed to act for once as well? Jeez. Okay, that was spicy. Lots of stuff happening before I was able to act a single time. Not too cool. Oh no, I forgot to give oh, dang. Prophecies. I wanted to turn in my prophecy card. Oh well, next time. Yeah, some extra speed would be quite good, I'd say. So, this is a good opportunity to reincarnate the guy. He wasn't allowed to attack due to the scorn. Boom. You don't mind grinding it, just listen to podcasts while I play and makes it enjoyable. Oh yeah, that's an awesome game for that as well. I love to do that as well. I really, really love to just listen to good content and have something which keeps my hands and a certain part of my mind busy. Totally dig that. So yeah, then you're in for a treat. It's one of the best games ever. Siralim 3, its prequel was already pretty good, but this is just the final version. I hope it's going to be even better when finalized. Oh man. Runny nose is annoying. Alright. Totems cleansed. Just noticed that I'm almost done with my realm quest. Bam! So much damage. Really want to have an artifact which increases his HP. Really, really want to have that. Yeah, okay. So, did we pass the teleporter already? No. Dang. Because I really want to turn in that prophecy scratch card. Here we go. Also, to fill up the Goblet of Trials, or if it's, is it a, yeah. It's good to just go out as quick as possible, because I just want to finish those realm quests. Turn in your Rune of Prophecies. Bam. We received 6.5k piety, savagery, and okay. Last time I received more different things. Anywho, that's one thing, and I think, let's see, that guy's artifact, his attack and speed and mending on damage, that's totally nonsense. So let's see. Do I have something we could use there? This is looking good. How about that? This bad boy has all we need and a little bit more. There's only a little bit more necessary to create exactly the kind of weapon I wanted to have. Here we go. So I don't know. Can I receive Reborn on hit? Is that a thing? Rebirth on damage. I'm not sure how I should be in understanding on damage though. When I take damage or when I deal damage? Well, whatever, we're going to try it out. I mean, I got so many of these materials, so we might as well just try it out. And while we're at it, we're going to socket it twice into that thing to increase the chances of that happening even more. Here we go. Oh, we can't socket it twice the same way. I see. Well, then it's not going to be anything else. But let's just equip that to this guy. Here we go. This should be doing way more for him. Now let's go into the deepest realm. So 3.9k now. But he's a lot slower nevertheless, but can't change it. Okay. Oh my god, we're doing so fine now. Just some minor adjustments and we're totally slapping them. Ooh, friendship with Totterith. Okay. I don't know why my units are attacking, but I sure don't mind them doing. I'm pretty sure that the rebirth on damage thing doesn't work out as intended, but I still want to try it. I mean, if there is a chance of receiving this rebirth effect right away, maybe it does work. It would be just awesome, you know? Let's see how often it just happens that he will stand up on his own without me doing anything. Because if that's the case, stuff is working out as I wish it would. Wow, so much damage. I love it. I'm wondering if I shouldn't bring 2 units like him into the squad. Like, two exploders that just are meant to be dead the whole time. I mean, if I check out how much damage this does, it's insane. It's just insane. It really synergizes super well with the with this Osane unit I fused into, which just transforms any overheal from resurrects into bonus max HP, which even increases the explosions of this guy even more because his explosions are depending on his max HP. Wow, we're really, really ripping them apart now. So we need to find riddle dwarves. Oh dear. It's just the kind of quest you want to have in the torture chamber. Find some riddle dwarves and have some fun with them riddles. Yeah, exactly. Just what we wanted. Alright. Oh, here's a Pandemonium statue, and we're freezing our enemies at the beginning of the fight. Okay. Hi there, damnation. Sounds deathy. There we go. We are making quite fine progress here. Let's see what kind of master we will be meeting here. Ouch. Yeah, this new artifact really was an insane upgrade for this guy. I'm not even sure if attack on the artifact is that much needed, or if not a pure max HP thing would max out the AoE much more, because it's 50% of his max HP, and the secondary trait just upgrades his attack by 300%. So most of the direct damage is being dealt, or the AoE damage is based on his max HP, while the single target damage is based on his direct attack. Hard to tell, like, but I think this version I'm running right now might be might be better, because it's also a reliable tool against bosses. Without that, his attack might be too low to really scratch bosses, because with this setup he's dealing 17k with a singular attack. It's pretty good if you're up against nether bosses and such. So, where are those dwarves? And where's the master? Okay. Wow! All 6 of them with 1 attack. That's what I wanted to see. The last time I achieved results like this was with the Hell Knight. But the Hell Knight's downside was that he just, well, randomly exploded. And I wasn't able to polish the Hell Knight's compo in a way that it was reliably working. I did notice that I passed the master there. So I'm not solving the last riddle because I don't want to be stuck, or I don't want to lose the master. Always try to fight with the master before you solve the realm quest, because if you solve the realm quest before you do the master and the master kills you, you will lose this floor's attempt to kill the master. It's a little bit finicky, but I don't know. I really want to use every attempt on beating masters because I love those traits for singular races. So, Minotaurs. Your Minotaurs attack on 1 additional time for each Minotaur. Deal 50% less damage, be that as it may, but with 6 Minotaurs attacking 6 additional times, I don't care if the singular attack is 50% less damage. But it is a quite dangerous thing, because it also means that if your attack power is too low, you will glance off of the enemy's defense, and if you really get unlucky, you're not able to. You're attacking 7 times every attack, but you're not scratching the enemy's defenses anymore. So, quite a dangerous thing. Quite a dangerous thing. So, we're getting done with the Trial of Goblet of Trials here, and we are facing the next Nether boss. Cool stuff. Oh, another run with another level with Tartarus. So the Nether portal is here. The realm quest. Oh no, the unicorn died. Ow. And that's why I wanted the extra resurrects, because the white spirit is happening to be available for resurrections quite often, gotta say. Okay, there we go. Can't wait to see. Does anyone recall what biome spider occultist spawns in? I would say it's Erebus, or however she's called. No, how's that? Regalia? That spider chick? Regalis, I think Regalis. But anything related to spiders must be the spider goddess. I'm always forgetting her name though. They're not with the spider? Okay. Yeah, that would have been too easy, right? Spider occultist. Well, did you check out the spider god's altar? I mean, maybe it is a trait which you need to buy from, or it is a unit you need to buy from the god with emblems. That's the only thing that I'm knowing right now in terms of ideas. So carnages. After one of your carnages kills an enemy, your other carnages attack a random enemy. Okay. Oh, spider god sells elves? Yeah, that makes perfectly sense. Not. Well, I would assume death as the next option too, yeah. Feel like that's a little bit difficult sometimes to find out which kind of critter is living where. So no, I'm not knowing that from without checking up my own bestiary there. Alright. Ow! They're hurting me. They're hurting me really badly. Let's hurt them a little bit. So that's why you run several resurrections. No, not my unicorn. But we're just dealing damage while we're resurrecting. It's really good. So as soon as I see the enemy, maybe I get I will have an idea. But first, we need to survive this place. Oh, it was actually not the last prophecy scratch card I got more rewards from. It was the Goblet of Trials. Oh, no problem, Cognito. It's even better than we meet here. Hope you have a nice evening nevertheless. We will take good care of... do you have already a pawn there? Well, I don't know. Anyways, I'm really happy that you stopped by nevertheless. Hope we're going to see each other another evening. Enjoy training up my melee. Yeah, we'll do this. Don't you worry. I mean, there's skill increases all night long, every evening, so... And they are randomized, so everybody gets his training, even if you... It's no question. Alright. So, where's the nether portal? Also, why does this work so good? I really didn't expect that. Probably the combo is better than I thought. Treasure. But no, I guess there's literally way more better options to do this. Shops, where we can... Current resources. Okay, oh man. So sad. They would be selling traits, but I can't re-enter that thing. Okay, I had no clue. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, let's hurt them. Drop a little minor resurrection there. Oh my god. What damage. Ah, here goes. Now, let's see if I'm able to tackle that nether boss. What's this guy? Nerlix. Okay. Nether bosses always have a certain special skill. And this one seems to be something I really need to look up. Okay. At the end of this creature's turn, it locks onto an enemy creature. At the start of its turn, it deals damage equal to 10,000% of its attack to the creature it locked onto. Yeah, well... The guy who's locked on needs to defend. Or either he'll get nuked, I see. Well... Nuked right back at you. Oh boy. Why are we taking that much damage? Okay. Yeah, we're fine. So... Why are they immune to damage in the first blow and then they soften up and are... I don't understand that. But I think this is the depth 90 spawn kit. So I acquired a Yeti plush. Good stuff. That's a true reward. A Yeti plush. Cool. Goblet of Trials is full. We did it. We did it. So what's that? Nerlix's closed eye. The creatures take 10% less damage for each time they've defended in the current battle. Ooh, that makes up for some sick tanks. After an enemy is killed, this creature gains 20% of its stats. That's also so good. Alright. Ooh, you're one-shotting everything there. Nice to read that. So let's check out what we'd gain here. Piety, Worker Stinger. Your other creature's buffs persist through death. Okay. I really love that goblet thingy. Also, I'm going to turn off the stream for now because I have to make this room free for my boy to make some music. And I had the goal to go for this here. So next stream we will be doing the Trickster class. And I don't know. Let's see what will be happening there. Thanks for everybody hanging around. If you want to join in about 6 hours, we're going to do the next RimWorld stream, and feel free to follow. Thanks for hanging around. See you soon. Bye bye.